A retrospective valuation is a valuation as at a past date. It is a valuation as at an assessed date using sales that occurred in and around that date. We are seeing an increase in the requests for retrospective valuations to reflect the dates of a commencement of a relationship, or if one party owned a property at the time of a commencement of a relationship, and it helps establish the market value as at that date, which helps ascertain the growth in that property's value between that date and the current date. No, markets change. We're in a high transactional environment at the moment that we have plenty of sales evidence, which makes our job a lot easier. Some markets in the past have been quite low transactional markets, and we need to broaden our search parameters to even 12, 18 months if it's a very specific and specialised property. And the valuer needs to understand, in those circumstances, any market movements between the date of the sales and the retrospective assessment date. So the valuer needs to understand what the market was doing at that time, and as difficult as it is to understand that markets don't just keep ascending, that there are times that markets do go backwards, and particularly when we use those sales, because in a declining market there can be, or traditionally there's a lower transactional volume, so you need to understand in a localised sense what the difference in the market between the date of sale and the assessment date. So for workflow purposes, it is essential that we understand upfront the attributes of the property as at the retrospective assessment date. The older the retrospective assessment date, the greater the chances that there's been changes to the property. On a single expert joint appointment, that needs to be agreed between the parties, and it is greatly beneficial to the valuer to have photos of the property as at that date to remove as much doubt as we can on what the property was at that point in time.